Alright Chelsea fans, here we go again today, back here after Thomas Tuchel's unbeaten run has ended as West Brom defeat 10-man Chelsea with 5 goals as he only managed to score 2 despite taking the lead in the game. But before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Honestly, I really need it after this pathetic performance. So Chelsea lost their first game in the Tuchel era and it came against West Brom. I mean, this day had to come one day or the other, but the manner that it came is just depressing and frustrating. To be honest, Chelsea looked really sloppy right from the first minute as we gave the ball away too cheaply and were making mistakes right from the start. Chelsea took the lead in the game with a stunning free kick that hit the pole for Marcos Alonso, and Pulisic was there at the right place at the right time to tap in and put Chelsea in the front seat. But what followed was really a poor defensive performance from Chelsea. Tuchel went in with Mendy in goal, Zouma, Azpilicueta and Silva returned in the back three with a double pivot of Jorginho and Pulisic, and Alonso and Reece James played on the wings. We played with a front three of Werner, Pulisic and Ziyech. Mendy had really poor positioning today as he always looked to play off the line. Wasn't any of his fault though, as everything that was in target went in for the baggies. He got saved as he didn't concede another goal that was rattled off the bar. Azpilicueta was the most steadiest and focused Chelsea defender in the Chelsea jersey today, and he looked better than the ones beside him. He could only do little about the goals but would be gutted to be a part of the backline for Chelsea. Thiago Silva is just cursed to play against West Brom. I don't know about that, but every time he plays against West Brom, he really has a horror show against them. First during his debut and now today. He was sent off after receiving 2 yellow cards, and the second one he really didn't even have to commit to, especially a player of Silva's level could have done better when he is already on a card. He looked rusty and made a lot of mistakes right from the start as he gave the ball away too easily. Zouma looked like he was sleeping when he was defending, as he almost stood like a statue and didn't even block some shots that went into the goal. He looked good as he carried the ball forward and also when he had to head the ball during corners. Had a good chance during the final minutes from a corner, but he lobbed the ball right into the stands. Second half was really a depressing performance from him. Reece James looked as one of the brightest players on the pitch for Chelsea. He pressed well physically and I'm really pleased with what I saw. Had some good crosses in too, and his performance improved as the clock ticked by, and also had a crack on goal, but he hit it right at the keeper, all with power. He looked good today but has to stop giving away cheap fouls. Alonso came close to breaking the deadlock in the starting minutes of the game but had a tame shot on target. Had a great free kick but was unlucky not to score, but Pulisic gave the side the lead anyway. But once he became a part of the back four, he really looked uncomfortable as usual and always looked to close down the attacker than sitting deep and defending, and their players always found a way past him. He was exploited by pace down the left hand side. Jorginho had the worst performance under Tuchel today. He looked really poor and sloppy. He gave away the ball too cheaply and looked as if he wasn't playing on the ground but was lost elsewhere. He costed Silva a red card, and before that too almost let them have a counter-attack against us. His passing radar was off too today, and neither did he crack his runners and left the whole midfield exposed. A pathetic display from the Italian, and one we all want to forget. Pulisic was industrious during this game and was the best Chelsea player in the Chelsea shirt. One of the most reliable players we have, and always looked to run past the men and create a nuisance for the opponents. He really ran the show today for Chelsea and looked to create ample of chances for us to finish. I really wish he could work on his finishing, and he would undoubtedly be one of the best players in the world. Was really looking good and promising today, and he really gave it his all. Ziyech was sadly subbed off after a red card of Silva and was sacrificed to keep numbers at the back. In truth, however, Ziyech too had started the game poorly and halted Chelsea's promising attack 2 times. Pulisic too was bought off, but he had his name on the score sheet as he was the quickest to react to the free kick. Glad to see him start the game, and there is news that he has injured his hamstring again. This is really getting frustrating now. Werner is looking so poor in confidence and really isn't suitable for the physical game in the Premier League. Really low on confidence, he was so low that he had to pass the ball to Mason Mount as he played it safe. I hope he finds some form because currently he's underperforming and the manager is backing him too. But there's going to be one day where the manager will point a finger towards him and blame him for not being a good finisher and might look to play Giroud or even buy a new striker altogether. Christensen came off the bench and really couldn't do much as we conceded goals and wasn't directly at fault for any of them. He's looking confident day by day and is really looking bright under Tuchel. Mason Mount, a star boy, came off the bench and tried to regain confidence among the boys but was short. Had an amazing international break as well and he looks promising to start against Porto for the form that he is in. Havertz couldn't have much of an influence as he hardly saw the ball much. Went down in the box but nothing was given in terms of a penalty. Tuchel tried to rotate the squad and I feel that costed us the game. And Tuchel really looked confused after we were 10 men down. If the back three were looking solid, he should have stuck with that and not rushed Silva. It looked like we had all the right strategies and all in place for 11 men, but as soon as we became 10, Tuchel looked clueless and he himself was looking shocked and stunned. I'm kinda happy that this unbeaten run kinda came to an end today and not in some knockout tie, as that would hurt a lot more. To be honest, we all knew it had to come one day, but in this fashion is just not acceptable. I would just tell the players to leave this game behind and forget what happened. It was just a bad day and to be more focused on the Porto game, as that is really important for us to win. We have literally got the most easiest fixture, but we can't take that for granted. Chelsea will face Porto next in the Champions League quarterfinals. If you watched this video till here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also let me know if you feel Silva should start in the Porto game down in the comments below. That's it for now. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Goodbye.